And here's what I'm talking about. The Enterprise C Ambassador class. I actually rather like this model once I got finished with it. As you can tell, the coloring is definitely off from studio model. Um, I wanted a lot of it to be white. Actually, this band going around here with these two rows of windows actually is supposed to be um, was supposed to be the light blue color, but I chose to stop it right there because I wanted more white. I'm hoping sometime eventually I'll be able to find some type of or just probably take my time and wind up creating my own, but like a little Aztec pattern to include on that, and actually try to cover all the parts that are white. Plan on getting another one of these. Round two is planning on reissuing it, but it's actually quite a nice model. So it's a very nice model. I definitely like it. Now my decals are different from the ones because the kit that I had was Platts from Japan. So, but as you can tell, I'm turning to the side. As you can tell, I lowered the nacelles quite a bit. And then down here on the bottom, I actually did something different. Came with the secondary shuttle bay to put under the bottom, like if you were doing like the Yamaguchi. But I didn't want that on there. But I did want it to look different from, just plain Jane Enterprise C. So I just took it and I cut out the bottom of it, and I just put that in there. It's just I believe it was the second housing because it came with the two housings. Uh, the one which I know is not screen correct for the Enterprise, and even if it was for the Yamaguchi or the Excalibur, I still have it on there differently. But, it was that second clear piece that would go underneath there. So, but yeah, colors are definitely different. I think they stand out more. Even though most people don't like contrast on the Starship, I actually love contrast on the Starship with the colors. I mean, space is always going to blur everything anyway, so I think what would it look like if it were uh, in atmosphere? So, yeah, lowered the nacelles, moved them backwards, and like I said, I wasn't originally going to paint them, but wound up doing it anyway. And that, I really don't know what that's for, I just thought it looked cool. And I know my deflector is definitely different. You can kind of make it out in the video, but definitely when I turn it on, you can see. I have that circular ring on the inside, hollowed out the inside of it, and then of course painted the raised lines. Thought that was cool. Bussard collectors, like I said, I painted them. Paint just wasn't really smooth. First model I've ever really put together with lights in it. So, and then like I said, I'm thinking about going down those and down the grills and getting the color out. Wasn't really equaling what I was really wanting to see. So, but ship looks good. Have a flickering light. Actually, I'm gonna have to take the saucer apart and go in there and fix. I don't know if you can see it in this shot or not, but I can tell right there in that set of triple windows that there's a light in there. It's just blinking its poor little head off. So I need to go in there and get that one out and replace it. And what I probably will wind up doing, since I have to go through them and I have to do it, is the marker lighting going around the edges. I didn't have a flasher kit for this ship, so they'll just be on. But go ahead and get those. Go ahead and get those done. But I'm thinking, Enterprise C compared to my Enterprise D. I do like that Enterprise C. I really do. I think with the shape that I gave it, lowering the nacelles, it didn't lower them as much as it would be on the Yamaguchi. Kind of like halfway. And the color changes and the deflector and everything just kind of combining a lot of it. It, to me, gives the name Enterprise. We only saw it once, so. But yeah, the difference with that, and then of course going back with the warp nacelles on the Enterprise D, definitely doing it different. Definitely doing it different. So, and that blue is a really really cool blue when you have the actual grills in place and the top on. Looks really really cool. So right now I'm just letting it riddling the cement down, and I'm gonna sand it real good so that it fits, get a snug fit when I put it together. And we'll be going from there. Be checking back. Um, I'm only able to do these on a part-time basis. I mean, this right here, I had more time because I wasn't working, but still took a little while. I wound up finishing it after I started back working. This one right here is really, really part-time, so I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take me to get it done. I want to get it done. Later, dudes.